Hi folks, Tom with Friskified Fitness, and you could buy a suspension trainer like the one I have here, or you could make one like the one I have here for less than $6. You could have one or the other, but my thought is, why not do both? I'm going to tell you how to make your own suspension trainer, even if you already have your own suspension trainer that you bought and paid for. But first, the how. And that's actually pretty simple. You buy a dowel rod that's at least an inch thick. You cut two 9-inch pieces, and then you drill 3 holes through them. Then you get yourself some rope. And I recommend that you get at least as tall as from your feet to stretching up above you, and double it, and then you cut it. Once you have your rope, you feed it through, and then you tie knots. Tie big knots, not just because knots are cheap, but because knots are solid objects, and 2 solid objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. It's science!
Tom is the Friskified science guy. Tom.
Then you cut 2 equal smaller lengths of rope and feed it through the outside holes and tie big knots because science! So why should you make your own suspension trainer even if you can afford to buy one? There are a few reasons. For instance, if you're traveling with someone else, and let's say, I don't know, hypothetically, she needs 6 pairs of shoes and at least 3 changes of clothes for every day that you're gone. Well, that takes up a lot of space in your suitcase, and so does the suspension trainer that you bought. The one you made yourself barely takes any room, and if it takes too much room in your suitcase, then put it in your carry-on. Also, there's a considerable weight difference between the suspension trainer that you buy and the one that you make. Let's take a look. Okay, so I got my kitchen scale and I put a pie plate on top of it and zeroed it out. Now we take the suspension trainer that I bought. That comes in at 62.12 ounces, which is 3.8 pounds. And the one I made comes in at just under 8 ounces. So basically saving 3 pounds, which doesn't seem like much, but when you're paying extra, if the weight in your bag goes over, it adds up. Editor's note: here are a few reasons you should make your own suspension trainer. So instead of choosing between buying one or making one, do both. It's pretty easy and pretty cheap too. Will you be making your own suspension trainer? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know how it turned out. That's about it for today's video. My name's Tom. This is Friskified Fitness, and I'll see you next time.